Hi everybody, I'm here at the Liz Murphy Food Pantry and I'm here with Therese Mohey. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great, thanks for inviting me over.
My pleasure.
I was just really curious about where we were and what was going on. I see that you're a sponsor of our softball league and I wanted to find out a little bit more about this.
We were excited to sponsor the local team, and partly because the community serves us by making donations, financial or food, and it serves the community. And our all-time goal is to eliminate the need for food banks and people's insecurities.
Sure, that's really important for everybody.
And we worked hard at this pantry here. We allow the clients to shop to give them a little bit more dignity versus just handing them bags like it's a handout.
Sure.
And this way they can pick and choose what they know they and their children will eat, and we don't have food waste as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea, right? Because people, it's obviously a very personal thing.
Yes, and it's hard. It's very difficult. I meet every person that comes in, and we've had many come in crying. They're embarrassed that they're here. They're embarrassed with the situation that's going on in their life.
Yeah.
And by the time they come around the corner, they're smiling and they're feeling better about themselves because the volunteers make people feel good and welcomed, and that this is a charity. This is just here to help. Everybody hits hard times, and everybody needs help at some point in their life, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, volunteers are really important, huh?
Very much so. I have a great crew of volunteers in the morning that actually receive all the food and display it and package it and put it out. And then we have an afternoon crew that comes in, and they're the ones that actually assist the clients. They'll walk them around and help them make selections and make them feel good.
Sure.
Know that they've got food for the week. Their children aren't going to be hungry. They're not going to be hungry. And that's our goal. And we also have the late hours. Most of the pantries in Haverhill are open in the mornings.
Yeah.
But we are here to serve those that are working but are still struggling.
Sure.
So we're here till 7 at night. And we have quite a few who are racing from work to get here on time.
So when we were talking about your church and how involved they really wanted to keep this pantry open. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the church?
Well, we're sponsored by St. James and St. John's Catholic Churches here in Haverhill. And years ago, before I was here, it was being helped and managed by the Archdiocese, but they felt as though they really needed to put their resources closer to home, down towards Boston. So our pastor at the time, Father Murray, said, we need to keep this going. So he took it on and recruited volunteers, recruited a board. We now have an official board of directors, and they're very much involved in all the decision-making, finding space, going out and applying for grants to keep us going. We just received a grant from an organization that took care of elderly women. So the grant that we have a shelf that's strictly items for senior women 65 and older. And they're items that we've either been asked for by these ladies or things that we felt as though they needed. And one was shopping carts.
Sure.
By the time you get 3 or 4 bags loaded with all these heavy items, it's difficult. So now we give them a cart to take their groceries home and make it easier for them.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, that's really great. And I think, I guess what we're real curious is who's Liz Murphy?
Liz Murphy, I never met her. We do have a photo of her, but from what I've heard, a wonderful woman who started this whole process out of the back of her car. They would make sandwiches and buy little canned items and non-perishables and whatnot, and she would drive around and just see somebody who was struggling and looked like they could use a good meal, and she'd pull over and offer this to them. And then her son-in-law and her daughter are on the board.
Oh, that's great, right.
The family is a big supporter for St. James, and they're very much involved.
That's great. You talked about volunteers, and you've had some volunteers through. How can people help you? How can people get involved in the pantry and help everybody?
Well, we do have a lot of volunteers, and we save a few slots for our seniors or high school kids. And then, food donations. We're always looking for food donations. We're running low on pastas and things like that.
Yep.
Eggs and whatnot. And then financial.
Money,
If we get the money or gift cards, we get a lot of gift cards as donations. A lot of people, unfortunately, in the past, in lieu of flowers, they've asked donations be made to the pantry. And that's been a huge help, because when we can't get the food from the food bank, then we have to go out and buy it. And right now I'm in the process of working with Market Basket and purchasing black beans. That's a big item for our Hispanic
I love black
community.
beans, yeah.
And we can't get them. The food bank's not getting them, and therefore we don't get them. So We bought cereals, we bought other vegetables, whatever we're not
But
getting.
you can always look for help, both financially and both in volunteers.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
that was really the purpose today. I really wanted to make everybody out there in our softball league be aware of this movie. In fact, I see here that the uniforms are
Yes.
in, right?
I got a
So,
t-shirt and a hat.
So you guys will see this. This is our proud sponsor, and this is great. I want to thank you today for
Thank you.
enlightening us. And I
This will
hope
be
that,
the winning team.
yeah, oh, there
Go
we go.
Miss Murphy.
There we go. Yeah, we're all cheering for you. That's for
We're
sure.
excited.
So I want to thank you very much for inviting me
Thank
over
you.
here, and I hope that everybody who sees this wants to get involved and help you guys out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and we appreciate all the help we get.
The Merrimack Valley Senior Softball Association's first annual food drive will be held Sunday, June 26th from 9 to 11:30. That's when our games are being played. We'll be at the Riverside Park, 155 Lincoln Avenue in Haverhill. Please come on by, bring your donations, help out. Thank you so much.